All right. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on the channel, man. So sorry for the long hiatus. Didn't really have much to really talk about other than just really getting into the playoff matchups that I specifically would like to see. I will be doing. I guess I'll go with the West first, and then I'll go on to the East. So these are just playoff matchups that I would like to see. I'm not making like any predictions or stuff like that on who's gonna like win this, that, or the other. But these are just matchups that I'm specifically wanting to see. Now that the NBA playoff bracket has finally been revealed. All right, so let me see. So it looks like for the West, it'll be the Pelicans and the Lakers. It looks like, right? So yeah, this is a matchup. I guess I'll start with that one first. So I'm not gonna lie, this is a playoff matchup that I specifically wanted to see. Just because of the, I guess really just AD specifically, the whole Anthony Davis trade, how it really how it really came through tuition through all those years back, excuse me, in 2020. With him going to the Lakers and trade in exchange for draft picks, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball. I'm trying to think. Josh Hart was also on there. So yeah, that is a playoff matchup that I would like to see. I'm gonna try not to drag it on too much. Yeah, so I would like to see that one. Warriors and Kings is another matchup that I would like to see just because of the. It looks like it's a rivalry of some sort, at least a playoff rivalry. One thing I noticed about the NBA, at least through recent years, is that the rivalries don't really. You don't really see the rivalries until playoff time, you know. Like I know the NBA is doing this rivals week, which I'm a little bit thrown off because there's times where it's like, how is this considered a rivalry? But whenever the playoffs come in, you can definitely see it. For some reason, I guess Adam Silver decided that the Nuggets and the Sixers are somehow rivals on Rivals Week. Some stupid ass shit like that. But yeah. So yeah, that's another one I would like to see. The Heat. Oh wait, I said the Heat. What Clippers and Mavericks, man. As a Clippers fan, I really don't want to see this just because, do I really have to say all this? Like, this has been going all the way back until, like, the bubble, like, 2020. Like, everyone says that Luka is the Clippers killer. Although, for some reason, now that I said that, how is he considered the Clippers killer if the Clippers beat him, what was it, 3-4 times, I think, in the playoffs? But I don't know. That is ridiculous. I swear, Twitter be making up some of this stupid stuff. I had to reword what I just said. But anyway, yeah, Clippers and Mavs part 4, or I think part 3. As a Clippers fan, I don't want to see this, but it is interesting basketball. It is definitely a rivalry. I can kind of say that is. Of course, you got James Harden and Kyrie Irving, former teammates, of course. Want to see how that really plays out. I think they'll be guarding each other if I'm correct. But yeah, there's that. Of course, you got Kawhi and PG. They seem to be on like the final stage of their duo, or I guess their era, depending on if Paul George really wants to stay or not. And of course, you got Luka, which is honestly, this is probably Luka's best. This is probably Luka's best team that he's had, and I want to say ever, really, as of right now. So you got the best team Luka's have ever had, and then also the best team that the Clippers has also had since really since that team even formed together. So there's that. Not really interested in as far as Suns and Minnesota. I don't really have much to say about that. I want to say, oh man, yes, of course. Hear me out on this, right? I actually want I want to see the Lakers get their ass beat by the Denver Nuggets. All right, I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna make LeBron fans real mad about this one. Like, I mean, we are like, I don't know how LeBron and Clutch Sports is gonna figure this one out. It's either we lose to for them. It's either they lose to the Pelicans and they somehow get the powers to be of Clutch Sports to let Draymond or I don't think Malik Monk is on Clutch. I don't think he's on Clutch's payroll. But yeah, either lose to the Pelicans, go to the winner of whoever is the winner of the 7th and 8th seed, and they can play OKC, or they can win and just play the Denver Nuggets. I really want to see how Clutch Sports and LeBron really just I really want to know how they figure this shit out. Like, I know, like, Rich Paul and LeBron is probably in that Lakers, like, front office thinking how they're going to, like, they're probably going to game plan the most devious playing. They're probably going to do something so devious just to get in. And I don't know, man. I just want to see how this plays out, because we already know the Nuggets beat that ass so many times. I mean, come on, bro. And then you got OKC, which, don't get me wrong, that'll probably be a better advantage for the Lakers, but SGA, mind you, SGA even stated that he loves beating LeBron. So, doing that in a playoff series consistently, look, man, I'm just saying it's gonna be tough for. I'm just curious to see how the Emperor is gonna get this MacGuffin. Like, he's definitely gonna pull something out of his ass just to get in, somehow, some way. I can already see it. But yeah, that's pretty much about it, man. Not really much to see as far as like really the teams that I want to see into the further rounds. I would love to see a Luka versus Nuggets matchup, and at least the second, like, that matchup alone looks like something I can see in a conference finals, definitely. You got two of the greatest players in the Western Conference with their arguably their best teams, or at least for the Mavericks. I don't know about the Nuggets. Obviously, you got two great international players in Jokic and Luka, MVP caliber players as well. So I would love to like see that. That's something interesting I would really like to see. And if not that, I really would like to see a OKC versus Minnesota matchup. If somehow, some way, we don't get Luca, Luca and Jokic in a playoff matchup in the second round or a Western Conference Finals, I would love to see these two go at it. You got two of the youngest teams in the West that are also the top, that were also fighting for that number one spot. Those two teams, along with the Nuggets, have been. It's been just a whole back and forth, you know. So seeing those two teams go up against each other and seeing how they match up would be something that I would like to see. SGA versus Anthony Edwards, that matchup would be great. I can definitely see Chet Holmgren and Rudy Gobert. And I also want to say, I also want to give apology to Rudy Gobert. You know, even though I don't like him, I don't like Rudy Gobert, but, you know, it's already set in stone that he's already one of the greatest defensive players in our generation, without a doubt. And he's arguably, I don't want to say arguably, he is one of the greatest big men of all time, along with, of course, Bill Russell, Ben Wallace, Dwight Howard, guys like that. So his Hall of Fame, as far as like his legacy is pretty much like set in stone, you know. So I can't call him a bum as much as I want to, and he also has helped that Minnesota team get to a top seed as well. So yeah, also want to give my props to Rudy Gobert. Seeing him match up against Chet Holmgren, I would love to see that. I don't know if Cat will be available by that time. Someone in the comment section let me know. I don't know how long he's going to be out or if he's already playing. So that's still to be determined. And that's pretty much about it, really. As far as like anything else I want to see that probably won't happen, if the Suns can somehow, some way knock the Timberwolves off and possibly face the Clippers or the Mavericks, I would love to see that as well. Those two, well, really those three teams all have a playoff history as far as, especially with the Suns and the Mavericks. I think they have a better playoff rivalry history more than I think the Suns and the Clippers. Of course, you got Kyrie and KD, the Devin Booker and Luka. I don't know if that is considered a beef. Last time I think they beefed with each other was, late last year? I want to say in like December or something like that. I would love to see that, a Suns and Mavericks matchup. That would be I would enjoy watching that a lot more than the Suns and the Clippers. I'm not going to lie. There is some rivalry history there. Of course, you got personal history with Russ and KD. And, of course, James Harden and KD. I don't know if they're, considered as rivals or not, but that's something very interesting to also look out for that I would like to see. So, yeah, that's pretty much about it. That goes for the West. And I'll go for the East next. So, until then, I'm out.